My beloved child, listen to the whisper of my heart, for I am calling you even now, urging you to pause amidst your daily tasks and remember that I have never left your side, not even for the briefest moment, because I treasure your every breath, and I rejoice in all your hopes and tears, gently cradling them in the palm of my hand. I want you to know that your life holds great significance in my eyes, and every step you take matters deeply to me, for I have woven you into the very fabric of eternity. Look around you and breathe in the quiet assurance that I am your constant refuge and unfailing help, uplifting you in times of joy and in times of strife, because I delight in protecting you. Trust this moment and feel my presence surrounding you, like a gentle embrace that speaks of grace and everlasting care. And look forward in hope, knowing that I will guide your steps toward greater blessings. My precious one, do not doubt my power or my kindness, for I am committed to you with an immovable, deep love that transcends every fear, and I am the one who stands guard over your soul. Even when you feel weary and your burdens seem too heavy, I am here to strengthen and uplift your spirit, reminding you that you are not alone, for I am always by your side, enfolding you in my comfort. I see the longings of your heart and the quiet tears no one else notices, and I assure you that I will turn those tears into a wellspring of joy, a radiant hope that outshines all doubt. Embrace this promise. Let your heart be at peace and step into tomorrow with confidence in my ever-present guidance. My dear child, remember that I am the one who knows your innermost struggles, your deepest longings, and your hidden sorrows. Yet I still call you forward with an encouraging voice saying, "Be strong, for I am the light that will never fail you. Linger not in the shadows of past mistakes, for I have already prepared a bright path for you, one marked by hope and a future of bountiful grace. Rejoice and feel the gentle stirring of faith within your chest, because I am the author of new beginnings, and I will lead you into joyful tomorrows. I see the worth that glows within you, like a hidden treasure nestled in the depths of your heart. And I celebrate the wonder of your uniqueness, because I shaped you with care and purpose. You are a precious gem in my sight, an irreplaceable part of creation, and I cherish you more than all the stars I have scattered across the night sky. Do not discount your value, for I have infused your soul with vitality and meaning, granting you talents and giftings that reflect my own power and beauty. Hold fast to this assurance and step boldly into each new day, for you bring me delight. Even in moments when you question your worth, I ask you to remember that I carefully wove you together in the womb, and I breathed life into your lungs with intention and love. You have a distinct voice that I long to hear, a song that resonates in the gardens of heaven when you praise and seek me with a pure heart. Be patient with yourself, for I am patient with you, and I see the glimmering hope that radiates from your spirit, reaching toward the horizon of promise. Rejoice in the fact that I call you my own, and I delight when your heart turns toward me. I know you have faced mountains that loomed large, and I am fully aware of the tensions that bind your heart when you toss and turn at night, worried about provision, health, or family. I understand the doubts that creep in when the future seems uncertain, and I feel your weariness, just as a shepherd senses the heavy breath of a tired lamb. Take heart, for my compassion runs deeper than oceans, and I am moved by your tears, standing ready to lift you out of every pit of discouragement. Receive my mercy, and know that no trouble can overcome you when I stand as your guard. When you sigh in the stillness of your room, wondering if anyone understands your silent cries, remember that I am right there with you, hearing each beat of your heart and each quiver in your voice. I am the one who walks beside you through dark valleys, clears away the thorns that prick your feet, and carries you when your strength is spent. Look to me for solace in every season, for I am your constant companion, and I will not leave you to fend for yourself. Cling to this reality and let hope blossom in the depths of your soul, because I am here to stay. In the midst of those nights when loneliness stretches on like a wilderness without end, I encourage you to recall the stories of old, when my people wandered in deserts yet found refuge in my presence. Think of David, who cried out in the Psalms, or Elijah, who felt utterly spent, but then heard my still small voice. Even as you grapple with the weight of your own battles, I assure you that my power is not diminished, and my arm is not too short to save. Take courage, for I will not let you remain in hopelessness. I am the lifter of your head. I promise you, I will protect you as a mighty shield, for I am the strong tower to which you can run and find safety. When thunder roars and lightning cracks across the horizon, know that I am the peace in the eye of the storm, watching over you with a gaze of compassion that will never waver. Even now, I am orchestrating solutions to your struggles, though you may not see the whole picture yet, like a grand tapestry still being woven. Keep believing in my defense, and trust that I am standing guard around every corner of your life. In moments when you feel the enemy's taunting echo in your mind, do not fret, for I am your sure fortress, and nothing can shake the foundation upon which I have placed your feet. Even if fear tries to cast shadows on your hope, remember that my light shines brighter than any darkness, and I have promised to deliver you from the hand of adversity. Look ahead with confidence, for I am the one who wins every battle, and I am your eternal source of courage. Stand firm and trust in my promise to guard you like a mighty warrior, because I am your strength. Let your heart not be troubled, for I am the gentle lamp guiding you along the path, even when surrounded by mist or confusion. When the road ahead seems strewn with obstacles, I am the hand that lifts you above the fray, and I will not allow you to walk alone. Believe in my protection, and watch how I transform what looks like a dead end into a doorway of possibilities. Embrace this truth. I am ever faithful, and I delight in preserving you for a future that glorifies my name and brings you peace. Come to me then, with all your cares, and do not hesitate to pour out the secrets of your heart, for I am the God who hears every whisper. You need not perform grand ceremonies, nor search for perfect words, because I already understand the thoughts you cannot express. Simply speak my name, call me in the midst of your anxieties, and I will draw near, wrapping my presence around you like a warm blanket on a cold winter's night. Trust that I am eager to hear from you, and I find delight in every prayer offered in sincerity. Prayer is not an ordeal, nor a formality. It is the language of love between your soul and my heart. Open your spirit to me, and let the flow of your feelings be known, for I desire to share in your triumphs and your struggles alike. When you bow your head, you are not lowering yourself into defeat, but rather lifting your gaze to heaven, where I await with a listening ear and a compassionate smile. Know that you are welcome to approach me at any hour, in any state, and I will embrace you with understanding and mercy. When worry tries to consume your thoughts and you feel dragged into despair, remember this call. Cast your burdens upon me, for I care for you. I am ready to carry your load, to exchange your heaviness for my eternal comfort, because I want you to live in the liberty of my forgiveness and the freeness of my promises. Let your heart be steadied by my love, and watch how your spirit rises when freed from the weight of anxiety. Use your voice to invite me into every moment, for I am quick to respond and will never turn away. Now, take hold of the bright horizon I have set before you. For your future is not a random collision of events, but a carefully orchestrated symphony of my grace. I plan blessings for you that exceed your wildest hopes, and I scatter seeds of opportunity along your path, so you may reap a harvest of joy in due season. Hold your head high, trusting that I am the gardener who tends your life with tireless care, watering every dream with my goodness. Therefore, go forth in boldness, for you will witness the miracles I have promised. When you observe the world's turmoil and you hear doom-laden projections, remember that I have already overcome all tribulations, and I call you to stand firm in faith. I am the one who parted the Red Sea, who shut the mouths of lions, and who raised the dead. So believe that nothing is too hard for me to accomplish on your behalf. Take comfort in the knowledge that I am still active today, working wonders in unseen realms. So do not falter, but keep your gaze fixed on my ability. Be encouraged, for I am the author of your story, and I ensure a victorious outcome. Allow your heart to ponder the new doors I am opening, some of which you may have overlooked because worry has kept your eyes cast downward. Raise your gaze and see that I am arranging divine appointments, placing key people in your life, and providing opportunities that align with the dreams I have nurtured in you. Do not shrink back in fear, for I am the one who breathes boldness into timid hearts, and I will stand beside you as you step into the unknown. Receive this hope and move forward expectantly, knowing that I have already prepared your path. In your darkest midnights, when the voice of discouragement tries to tell you that all is lost, remember that I am the dawning sun who never fails to rise, bringing light to every shadow. I am working on your behalf, even when you cannot perceive the progress, and I am stitching together the pieces of your life into a masterpiece of grace. Do not surrender to negative whispers, for I am stronger than any whirlwind of confusion, and I will reveal my power at the precise time. Embrace this promise. Let your courage be renewed and step into my peace. I urge you to trust that my spirit is not just observing your life from afar, but is actively living within you, breathing new hope and steadfast courage into your heart. You are my dwelling place, a temple of divine presence, and I long for you to recognize that your union with me is constant and unbreakable. Release the thought that you are disconnected or unworthy, for I have already named you my child and placed my seal upon you. Rejoice in my indwelling presence, and remember that no darkness can stifle the radiance of my spirit in you. Even when you stumble in weakness, or you fall into moments of temptation, I call you to stand again, for my grace abounds and my mercies are new every morning. I am not here to condemn you, but to lift you up, to brush away the dust from your failures, and to embrace you as my beloved. Reach out to me and discover that I will never reject a contrite heart, nor ignore a sincere cry for forgiveness. Walk forward with confidence, for my forgiveness restores dignity, and my love stretches beyond every human limitation. I know the past can linger in your memories, stirring regrets and pain, yet I urge you to surrender those wounds into my healing hands. Do not carry the burden of yesterday any longer, for I can transform scars into marks of redemption, testimonies of how far my grace can reach. Trust that I am capable of renewing the broken areas in your life, easing the sting of betrayal, and restoring lost joy. Let go of blame and bitterness, and allow my love to flood those shattered places, for I am the great rebuilder of hearts. I am the same God who who promised to restore the years the locusts have eaten. And I tell you now, your seasons of desolation will not define you. I stand ready to revive the dreams you thought were gone, and to breathe fresh purpose into every corner of your life. Fear not the passage of time or the magnitude of loss, because my ability to heal and rebuild surpasses any obstacle you can name. Take hold of my word and step into each day with the expectation that my restoration power is at work in ways you cannot yet fathom. Believe me when I say, I rejoice in you. I am not distant or displeased, waiting for you to reach an impossible standard, but I am eager to showcase my affection for you right now, in the midst of your imperfections. I celebrate every tiny step you take toward kindness, every quiet moment you spend meditating on my goodness, and every tear you shed for others in need. Receive my delight as a living reality, and find the joy that comes from knowing I am the God who smiles upon you with unwavering devotion. When you feel isolated because the world's demands seem to clash with your desire to live a life of faith, I am here to assure you that you belong to a sacred family bound by my spirit. My love unites individuals of all backgrounds, and my kingdom extends far beyond earthly barriers. You are part of something far greater than you can imagine, a divine community shaped by mercy and united in hope. Raise your voice in praise, and remember that you will never walk alone, for I am forever your companion, linking your heart to mine. Steady yourself in my promises, because I am the God who cannot lie, and my covenant of love will never be broken. The entirety of Scripture attests to my reliability, from the days of Abraham to the days of the early church, and I continue to act today with the same power and faithfulness. Let this strengthen your heart, for I have spoken words of healing, deliverance, and victory over you, and I am not slow to fulfill what I have declared. Maintain hope and stay patient, for the hour of my divine intervention is appointed, and it will surely come. Even when you think you have drifted too far, and you wonder if I still hear your prayers, I tell you, yes, I am listening, and I am near. No distance is too great for my reach, and no sin is too deep for my mercy. Return to me at any time, for I am the loving Father who runs to meet the prodigal with open arms, clothing them in new robes and placing a ring of sonship upon their finger. Accept my embrace, and watch how your heart finds rest in the security of my enduring affection. You who are weary, come find your Sabbath rest in me, the one who calmed the sea and rested on the seventh day of creation, gazing upon all that was made with great delight. I am not displeased by your need for quietness or stillness, for I am the source of true peace, inviting you to linger a while in my presence. Silence your racing thoughts, and let my voice echo in the core of your being, reminding you that you are held, you are loved, and you are safe in my care. In the moments when your soul thirsts for assurance, drink freely from the waters of my word, which promise, I will never forsake you. Cling to this truth when the winds of uncertainty swirl, for my promises stand firm like a rock. I am the good shepherd who seeks out the lost and mends the wounded, so do not hesitate to return to me in your insufficiency. I am the fullness that meets every need, and I intend to pour out abundant comfort upon all who turn toward me. Yes, I am the God of goodness, the one who scatters darkness with a gentle wave of my hand, and I choose to lavish my favors upon you because my nature is kindness. Even when trials turn your life upside down, I am the sure foundation, keeping you steadfast and giving you reason to sing. Hold tight to my grace and observe how hope rises from the ashes of disappointment, blooming into brighter days that glorify my name. Trust me in the valleys, for I am the Lord of the harvest, and your tears will water a greater testimony. I see the hurdles you face in your relationships, the misunderstandings that wound you, and the distances that form when hearts close. Bring those hurts to me, for I am the reconciler, the one who bridges divides and heals what seems beyond repair. If you pray for peace and forgiveness, I will surely pour out the oil of my healing over your wounded connections, restoring what has been broken. Do not give up on love, for I am the author of love, and I take pleasure in mending what is fractured. When anger or resentment tries to poison your heart, remember that I invite you to lay those toxic burdens down at my feet so you can rise with a spirit made clean. Forgive as I have forgiven you, and witness the mighty release that comes when you choose compassion over hostility. I am the Prince of Peace, and my peace is available to fill every corner of your life, making your relationships rich with understanding and patience. Step into this freedom and experience the fresh joy that flows when grudges dissolve in the presence of my mercy. As you face the concerns of tomorrow, do not be weighed down by anxiety, for I am the God who sees beyond the horizon, carefully preparing each step for you. I am already in your future, laying the foundation for breakthroughs and crafting a way through seemingly impassable obstacles. Rest secure in the fact that I will not allow your foot to stumble, and I will illuminate your path at the right time. Embrace this assurance and feel your faith rise to meet the opportunities I am placing before you. Remember the wilderness journey of the Israelites, who witnessed my manna and the pillars of fire and cloud, for I have not changed. I still guide my people with tender care. I will feed your hunger for wisdom, and I will protect you from the enemies that lurk, as long as your heart remains open to my instruction. Trust my timing, for I am never late, and you will behold the fruit of my provision if you hold fast to my promises. Cherish my presence, and know that victory awaits those who walk with me. I am the one who called Abraham from his home, the one who lifted Moses as a leader, and the one who fortified Joshua's courage. In the same way, I am speaking your name, awakening the potential you have within, and empowering you to claim the land of blessing I have designated for you. Do not shrink back, for I am your strength and your guide, directing every step you take toward greater fulfillment. Heed my voice and move forward, for I am the captain of your soul, and I will sustain you in every trial. I am aware that the days may feel long, the struggles intense, and the nights seem unending. But I remind you, dawn comes, and it arrives swiftly for those who wait in hope. Lift your eyes to the sky and see how the sun breaks through the clouds, for this is a picture of the breakthrough I am preparing for your spirit. Do not grow weary in well-doing, for the seed you have planted in prayer and persistence will sprout in due time, watered by my faithfulness. Receive this encouragement and press on with strength, knowing I am holding you steady. Even now, I am awakening resilience within your heart, fanning the flame of courage so you can stand tall in the face of life's giants. Your testimony will inspire others, and your faith will spark hope in those who watch your journey. When you feel tempted to doubt, remember how David stood before Goliath, armed not with earthly armor but with confidence in me, and I delivered him from defeat. I will do the same for you, for I am the same God, strong and dependable, always dedicated to your well-being. Release your need to control every detail, and behold how I am able to weave a story far greater than your limited eyes can see. Surrender your stress into my hands, trusting that my plan is perfect, even when the route takes you through unexpected twists. Cling to my promise that all things work together for good to those who love me, for I am the master planner, watching over every chapter of your life. Let go of the urge to fix everything yourself and rest in the knowledge that I am the ultimate solution. No matter how frail you feel, recognize that my power is made perfect in your weakness, and my strength remains available to you at every turn. Even if your knees tremble, stand in the knowledge that I am holding you, and I will not allow you to fall beyond my reach. Call upon me when your energy wanes, and I will fill you with a new wave of determination. For I am the God who renews youths like the eagle. Walk in my strength, and you will discover that obstacles become stepping stones to greater wonders. Healing is my specialty, both in physical ailments and in hurts of the heart. So bring your afflictions to me, and let me apply the balm of my peace. Do not despair if you have waited long for deliverance, for my timing serves an eternal purpose, and I am closer than you know. I urge you to reach out in faith, just as the woman with the issue of blood touched the hem of my garment and found her miracle. Trust that I am moved by your hope, and I will show you that I am the Lord who heals you. My beloved, reflect on the lilies of the field, which do not toil or spin, yet I clothe them in splendor, and consider how much more I care for you, my child. Therefore, do not chase the passing riches of this world, for I am your eternal inheritance, and my kingdom holds blessings beyond measure. Seek first my kingdom, and all the things you need will be added unto you as naturally as the rain falls from heaven. Let this assurance calm your heart, and know that I am forever your provider. When the days grow dark, keep your eyes fixed on me, for I am the everlasting light, and even the deepest night cannot quench my radiance. Take comfort in the psalms that declare my faithfulness, the echoes of praise from generations past, for I am the same now as I was then. Recall my wonders and fill your mind with the stories of my goodness, so that doubt cannot take root. Choose faith over fear, for I am the lighthouse guiding you through tempestuous seas. I am the God of all seasons, the one who gives spring its new life, summer its abundance, autumn its harvest, and winter its rest. Your life is a journey through these seasons, and I am present in each one, teaching you patience in waiting and gratitude in fulfillment. Do not rush the process, for I am working deeper wonders in your heart with every passing chapter. Rejoice in your present stage, for I am shaping you to blossom at the perfect time, and I will never leave you unattended. You may wonder if you are significant in the grand narrative, and I say to you, yes, you are. Just as every star in the sky shines with a unique splendor, so I have placed a spark within you that no one else can replicate. When you share your kindness, when you speak words of grace, when you love without restraint, you reflect my heart to a world in need. Believe in your divine appointment, and know that I find great joy in the luminosity of your faith. Keep your spirit humble, for I exalt the lowly and draw near to the contrite, strengthening those who recognize their dependence on me. Pride will only build a wall between us, but a humble heart opens the door to an intimate encounter with my Spirit. Let your boast be in my works, and your praise be for my name, so that you stay rooted in true wisdom. Hold this lesson close, and realize that the key to your greatness lies in your willingness to walk humbly with your God. As you continue, do not grow complacent, but remain watchful. For the times demand a sober mind and a faith that grips my word with resilience. Be aware that the enemy of your soul seeks to distract and weary you, but I assure you, I have already secured your victory through the cross. Stay close to me through prayer, and remember that you do not fight alone, for I send my angels to minister and fortify your soul. Rise in triumph and do not bow to discouragement, for my grace is mightier than any scheme of the adversary. When you lack wisdom about the choices before you, ask, and I will provide clear direction, for I am the source of all truth. My Spirit will guide you into the path that leads to abundant life, if you are willing to listen and obey. Be slow to speak and quick to hear the whispers of my voice, for I am the shepherd who calls you by name, and my words bring life. Take this counsel to heart and discover the peace that comes with confidently walking in my will. Do not envy the prosperity of those who seem to flourish without acknowledging me, for their treasure is temporary, but yours is everlasting. Store up riches in heaven by sowing into eternal investments, love, kindness, faithfulness, and watch how I amplify your reward in ways you cannot measure. I see every sacrifice, every quiet act of compassion, and I will repay you in the perfect season. Rejoice in the blessing of pleasing me, and know that my joy in you is greater than any earthly accolade. Let your heart be glad in hope, for I am the God who transcends time, and I am capable of turning around even the gravest circumstances. Say not that your situation is irreversible, for I hold all power in my hands, and I declare, with me, all things are possible. Stand on this declaration and shift your focus from the mountain to the mountain mover, for I am actively working to bring about a new day. Release your despair and watch as I make a way through every obstacle. Celebrate the small steps of progress, the little signs of growth, and the modest openings of doors, for I am in the details of your journey. No seed planted in faith is wasted, and no act of service goes unnoticed, because I keep perfect records of your labor of love. Grow in patience as you wait for the full bloom, and trust that my grace will nourish the seeds you have sown, bringing forth an abundant harvest. Keep sowing, keep believing, for your fruitful season is on the horizon. I am the God of all generations, the one who speaks blessings over you and your family, desiring that your legacy be one of faith and righteousness. Teach your children about my ways and model a heart of devotion, so they may rise with their own testimonies of my power. When you pass on this torch of truth, you establish a line of godliness that impacts lives beyond what you can see. Embrace this calling and know that I am delighted when families honor me with undivided hearts. Even in your imperfections, I am moved by your desire to walk with me, and I respond by drawing you into deeper intimacy, revealing mysteries of my heart. Fear not your limitations, for my Spirit empowers you to serve my kingdom with excellence and compassion. As you grow in obedience, expect to witness the extraordinary, because I delight in surpassing your expectations. Step boldly into your divine assignment, and I will cover you with my anointing, turning ordinary moments into holy encounters. I urge you to lift your voice in praise, even before the answer arrives, for praise ushers in my presence and disarms the powers of discouragement. Joyful songs and spoken gratitude shift the atmosphere around you, inviting the angelic hosts to join in the celebration of my goodness. Do not wait for everything to make sense, but worship me in the middle of your questions, and you will feel my peace flood your spirit. Trust that I abide in the praises of my people, and I am near whenever you exalt my name. When temptations knock on your door, remember that I provide a way of escape, and I grant you the strength to resist the voices that lure you away from truth. Cling to the cross and the victory it represents, for sin no longer has dominion over you, and you can walk freely as a citizen of heaven. Take your thoughts captive and speak my word against every lie, for you bear the sword of the Spirit, which is mighty to tear down strongholds. Stand firm and witness how how my righteousness prevails in your life. Reach out your hand to those who are hurting, the poor and the oppressed, the wounded and the outcast. For when you care for them, you care for me. Reflect my compassion by feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, and visiting the lonely, and I will reward your selflessness with my abiding joy. Embrace the cry of the needy as an invitation to partner with me in loving humanity. For I have called you to be my hands and feet. Do this with sincerity, and you will sense my pleasure filling your heart. When you feel as though the world's weight is crushing your shoulders, remember that I invite you to lean on my strength, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Release your tight grip on control and find rest in the arms of the one who sustains the cosmos, yet knows the count of your hairs. Loosen the knot of self-reliance and discover how my presence alleviates your strain, granting you space to breathe and to hope again. Accept my support and feel my peace like a gentle river flow through your soul. Cast your eyes back on the cross, the place where my love for you was demonstrated in its fullest measure, and remember that I held nothing back. If I did not spare my own son, will I not also freely give you everything you need in perfect timing? Do not underestimate the cross's power, for it seals my covenant of faithfulness toward you, carrying the promise of hope and eternal life. Stand in awe of this sacrifice, and let gratitude fill your every breath, knowing you are truly cherished. Open your heart to the Holy Spirit, who yearns to equip you with gifts that edify, inspire, and build up the body of believers. Seek these blessings not for self-exaltation, but for the benefit of others, and I will honor your humility with a fruitful ministry. Do not neglect the gentle promptings of the Spirit, for I long to speak through you, lay hands to heal, and deliver wisdom when hearts need guidance. Pursue the fullness of my Spirit and experience how He transforms ordinary words into powerful declarations of life. Through every season, I invite you to stand firmly in grace, guarding your heart against legalism and condemnation, and rejoicing in the liberty of my forgiveness. You are covered by the blood that speaks better things than judgment, so resist the accuser who seeks to ensnare you in guilt. Lift up your face and rejoice in the victory that I have wrought, for I desire to see you walking freely in the confidence of your identity as my child. Hold fast to my truth, and no voice can rob you of your redemption. Courage arises not from your own determination, but from my steadfastness, the unyielding love that emboldens you to face any battle. Contemplate the story of Daniel in the lion's den, and remember how he stood unwavering in his devotion, and I rewarded his faith with deliverance. I will honor your stand of righteousness, no matter how fierce the pressure, and I will declare you victorious even in the face of opposition. Take heart, my child, for my presence ensures your ultimate triumph. As you approach the final steps of this earthly journey, stay mindful of the eternal perspective, for this life is but a breath compared to the glories that await you. I am preparing a place for you, a kingdom of peace and joy, where tears and sorrows will vanish like morning mist. Let this promise fill you with courage to endure and a willingness to serve me with all your heart, knowing your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Press on, for soon you will see how every sacrifice, every tear, and every act of faith was worth it. Even now, my unchanging love envelops you, and I long for you to rest in that assurance without wavering. I adore your eagerness to please me, and I am constantly guiding you toward wholeness so you may truly shine. Accept my invitation to linger a moment longer in prayer, to quiet your heart, and tune in to my whisper of peace. Breathe in my grace, and know that my affection does not wane, for I am your everlasting portion. I bless your home and your efforts, desiring that your labors be fruitful and your steps be led by my Spirit. As you build your plans, remember that, unless I am the architect, the builders work in vain, so involve me in all you do. Be faithful in the little things, and I will entrust you with greater responsibilities, for I have called you to be a steward of my creation. Move forward with confidence, and let my peace anoint your every decision. Do not be troubled by the headlines of chaos or conflict, for my peace transcends worldly turmoil, and I reign over the nations with eternal wisdom. Come under my wing and experience the calm assurance that your King is on the throne, sovereign and ever compassionate. I am acquainted with the cries of the oppressed, and I will bring justice in the fullness of time, for my hand remains strong. Hold your faith high, and let hope in my kingdom rule your heart. Now, look ahead to the days to come. For though challenges will appear, I have equipped you with more than enough grace to overcome. I will not leave you stranded in the valley, but will guide you step by step to the mountain's peak, where you shall rejoice in my deliverance. Keep your gaze fixed on me, and you will discover greater measures of strength and courage than you ever knew you possessed. Rejoice, for I am your guarantee of victory. As you embrace the future, cling to the certainty of my word. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My faithfulness does not fluctuate, nor does my love grow cold, for I am unchanging in my devotion. When tomorrow seems threatening, remember that I have already written your name on the palm of my hand, and no force can erase you from my care. Breathe freely and press on with boldness, knowing that my everlasting arms support you. Dear one, as this message settles in your spirit, accept my declaration that my love for you will never fade, but will only grow in its manifestation. Recall that, even in your darkest hours, I stood guard and held you to my heart, pouring grace into your wounds. I will do the same tomorrow, and the next day, and for all eternity, for this love is my covenant. Rejoice in this light, knowing that you are irrevocably held by the one who creates and redeems. Take with you the blessing of my peace, and allow my Spirit to lead your every endeavor, for I long to walk each step alongside you, guiding you into the pastures of rest. My hand is extended, inviting you to partner with heaven's purposes, that you may see the fullness of joy that comes when you abide in me. Fear no shadow, for my light breaks through every gloom, and I will protect you and your loved ones. Step forward in hope, for a new dawn has already begun. Finally, I urge you to hold these promises close and to expect great things, for I am the God of abundance and profound mercy. I send you with a fresh anointing of confidence, a new spring of hope bubbling up from deep within your heart. Look toward the horizon for the most breathtaking chapters of your life. Stories are still ahead, and I will accompany you in every line. Trust me without reservation, and watch as I unfold wonders before your eyes. Yes, my child, the best is indeed on the way, and I embrace you with undiminished devotion, leading you steadily toward harvests of joy and songs of deliverance. Let your faith reflect the radiance of one who knows that the Creator and King has personally called them beloved. Remember always that my love stood before the foundations of the earth, and it shall outlast the sun and stars. Rejoice and hope, for the brightest tomorrow is yet to unfold, and I will be there, holding you in my hands forever.